What is going on, guys? I am at Knoebels today for visit number 12 of this season, and it is going to be a great day, and the skies are clear and blue, as you can see. And okay, so I just rode Flyer, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good, and yeah.
Okay, so I just had 2 more rides on Stratosphere. Shout out Julia, and I'd rate both rides on Stratosphere an 8 out of 10. They were very good morning rides on Stratosphere. Maybe I shouldn't say morning because Knoebels always opens at like 12, but in the summer. But yeah, they were good rides on Stratosphere. And again, shout out Julia. She was helping out at Stratosphere because during this time period, Twister was down, and they were just such good mornings on. There were such good morning rides on Stratosphere in general. Okay, so I just had a ride on Rocco Plane, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was such a good ride on Rocco Plane. And
okay, so I just had 1 ride on Downdraft and 2 rides on Fandango, and I'd rate all of them an 8 out of 10. They were very good, and yeah.
Okay, so I just had a ride on Rocco Plane, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was such a good ride on Rocco Plane. And
okay, so I just rode Twister. Shout out Julia, Maggie, and the crew, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on Twister,
okay, so I just rode Cosmotron, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on Cosmotron.
Okay, so I just rode Paratrooper and Roto Jets, and I'd rate both an 8 out of 10. They were very good. Okay, so I just rode Grand Carousel, Italian Trapeze, and Satellite, and I'd rate them all an 8 out of 10. They were all very good, and
so I just rode Scenic Skyway, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a really good ride I had on Scenic Skyway.
Okay, so I just rode Impulse and Sploosh, and I'd rate both an 8 out of 10. They were very good rides. It felt good to ride Sploosh today.
So I just rode Pioneer Train, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on Pioneer Train.
Okay, so I just rode Flying Turns, Phoenix, and Giant Flume. Shout out William at Giant Flume. And I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. And I'd rate all of them an 8 out of 10 is what I'm saying. And yeah. Okay, so I just rode Black Diamond, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was, as always, it was a good ride on Black Diamond, and Black Diamond, it was a walk-on too, so I got on right away pretty much. And okay, so I just rewrote Rocco Plane, Fandango, and Downdraft. Shout out Lily, and I'd rate all 3 of them an 8 out of 10. They were all very good, especially Rocco Plane. I got an insane ride on it, and at some points during the ride I had on it, I was able to get 2 full flips on it. And yeah. Okay, so I just rode Tornado and Stratosphere, and I'd rate Tornado a 7 out of 10. The wheels are not as easy to spin, and I barely get any spins on it. But I'd rate Stratosphere an 8 out of 10. That was another great ride on Stratosphere. And okay, so I just rode Twister twice. Shout out Julia and the whole crew. Let me see. Teacups and a rewrite on Cosmotron. And I'd rate all those an 8 out of 10. They were all very good. And
so I just rode Teacups, Stratosphere, and Fandango. And I'd rate all of them an 8 out of 10. They were all very good rides. And
so I just had a few more rides on Twister, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. That was a good little marathon on Twister to end the night, and yeah. So, this was an awesome visit to Knoebels. I really got on a lot today, like always, despite a few things that happened. Flying turns, when I rope dropped it like usual, it went down for a bit. So then I went to do Flyer, and then I headed to Twister only to find out that it was closed for maintenance for a little bit before it reopened. And yeah, but other than that, it was still a great day at Knoebels, despite some of the coasters having a later start today. And yeah, so that concludes this Knoebels vlog from today. Make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more coming soon here to Coaster Plus Music 19, and make sure to go check out my merch store on YouTube Shopping. There should be several products tagged throughout at least my recent videos, if not all my videos. And make sure to subscribe if you are new and turn on post notifications so you will not miss when I upload a new video. And another perk is I now do memberships. So here is how it works. There is a yellow level, which is only $2.99, and it gives you royalty-free badges, emojis, members-only shorts, and early access to new videos. And there's a green level membership, which is $5.99, and gives you all the benefits of the yellow level, plus member shoutouts. So if you want a membership, what are you waiting for? Become a member of Coaster Plus Music, $19 a day, and the link will be in the description. And I will see you in the next.